Hello, everybody! D2 here, and this is a different type of video than usual. I don't really think I've done anything like this before on the channel, but we have one of our good buddies here that you've probably seen on my channel multiple times. His name is Pyrohinton. Say hello.
Hey everyone.
Let's get the proper intro. Why don't we just leave it to you?
All right. Hello, my little subjects. It is I, Pyrohinton.
And we've decided, hey, you know what? We've both got questions for each other. So why don't I sit here and interview Pyro? Will I interview more YouTubers in the future? I don't know. Find out later on whatever the frick. Anyway, let's get into this. All right, Pyro, so are you ready for these questions?
Yes. Fire away.
All right. First question. What inspired you to start doing your YouTube videos?
All right. So let's go back to about 2013. That's around the time YouTube was starting to grow.
Hey, that's when I started.
Yeah. You had your Markipliers and your PewDiePies and your Jacksepticeye's and all those wonderful people, and I'd watch them. I'm one of the OG people who watched YouTube. I was around back before all those guys were super huge, but I'd watch them and I'd love them. And around 2015, YouTube would completely take over TV. Like, I don't watch TV at all now, but around the summer of 2015, I decided, hey, it would be cool if I made videos for myself. And most of my subscribers, if they're watching, they'll already know this because I told this once before, but I did a bunch, well, not a bunch, but like 10 or 12 really old videos the summer of my junior year, and I'd record them on my smartphone, recorded straight off the TV, and I'd just play Call of Duty and Dead or Alive and a bunch of other stuff. I didn't do a lot of those videos, but those were the first videos that I ever put on YouTube. I believe those were in May of 2015. And I decided to scrap all those videos because they were all awful. And October of 2015, I decided to do the channel reboot. I got a capture card for my 360, which no longer works. Tragic. But around November of 2015, I got my PlayStation, and I was able to use SHAREfactory. And the first game I ever played was Batman Arkham Knight. And the rest is kind of history from there. But my inspiration, getting back to the question at hand, guys like that, like Markipliers, your PewDiePies, your Jacksepticeye's, I always thought they were like the coolest guys ever. I thought that what they got to do was super cool. I always thought I'd be good at it because I'm a talkative person. I would just talk and pretend like I'm on YouTube playing games normally. So I was like, I'll just put this down and put this on tape and put it up for the rest of the world to see, because the way I commentate over games now is how I've played video games for a long time. I'd always just talk and people would come to my room and tell me to shut up because I'd always be acting like I was commentating over something whenever I was playing video games. So yeah, that's just it's kind of something. It feels natural. It felt natural the first couple of times I did it because it's just something that I've been doing for so long, just talking over video games. But yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact, 2013 is actually when I uploaded my first video. Like, I created my account in 2010, but I put up my first video in 2013 because I'm just like, hey, why don't I try it? That's what led to mine. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about you. We'll probably do an interview for me, like, on a different channel if it interests any freaking body. But you know what? No one cares about that right now. It's all about you. This is where your spotlight is. So, second question. Why did you decide to, like, other than all the inspiration, why did you decide to start doing your first, like, YouTube videos, back in, like, on Call of Duty and stuff like that, rather than, you know, anything anybody would start with, like something like the Impossible game or something like a simple browser game? Why did you simply start on Call of Duty? And if you don't mind me also asking, why did you, like, Why did you decide it would be fun to do YouTube?
As to why I started with games like Call of Duty is because it seemed like the easiest thing to do. It seemed the most accessible because everyone plays Call of Duty. Everyone knows it's an easy game to understand. It's an easy game to commentate over because it's really fast paced and it's an easy thing. But my favorite thing to watch on YouTube, like hands down, is rages, and that's a very easy game to rage at.
Oh
Literally
yeah,
anyone can get
we've
angry
had
at
a
Call of
lot of
Duty.
rage. Even I've had rage, and I like hate admitting when I'm salty sometimes. But I've had some rage. I've raged a lot at Street Fighter. I've had a little bit of rage in the Fighter Z beta. I've had a lot of rage at Tekken before. I've had a lot of rage before. Like everyone rages, and
Yeah.
but not. Okay, let me rephrase this. Everyone rages, but not everyone can turn rage into something great like Jeff did it. That's one of the things you've managed to do. Just because of the amount of curse words and stuff, you've mimicked the stuff that Michael from Rooster Teeth and Jeff would do, but like made it your own unique thing. That's what I kind of like.
Yeah, that was another thing, another interesting thing. Um, this was around the time Black Ops 3 came out. I basically wanted to be Phase Jeff for a solid like two weeks.
Have we not all
I
had,
remember
like,
making.
YouTube? You know something funny? My YouTube clan Crow's Nest, didn't even used to be called Crow's Nest. It used to just be called Crow. And the funny thing is, it used to not even be spelled the same way it was. It used to be all caps, just a Call of Duty team. But now it's actually like a YouTube team. But the reason I started Crow was because I took some inspiration from FaZe Clan. But I decided to do something a little different with Crow's Nest and decided to not make it Call of Duty exclusive, not make it Montage exclusive. It's a team of YouTubers, basically.
Uh, right. But yeah, I remember like 2 or 3 Advanced Warfare videos that I made in a like lawsuit similar style to the way Jeff makes his videos. Like me just commentating it with little random rages every here and there. And
Yeah, yeah.
God,
Like
I don't know if I'll
Rage's,
be able to find them, but
you know, you know,
um,
it would really be interesting if you could do some more like rage videos in the future. And if you don't mind, I've got an idea. When the Fighter Z like second beta, like second round of the open beta ends, would you mind doing like a rant on it? Heck, I'll do it with you.
oh sure.
All right,
And
but
there was a second
yeah,
part to your question.
yeah.
What was
Why?
it again?
Why did you decide to start it? Let's turn this back into an interview. We'll continue the conversation afterwards. But why did you decide to start it? That was the second part.
Um,
It's not the same as
what?
what was your inspiration. Like, why did you do it?
Um, I did YouTube because I love performing. I love entertaining. I love making people laugh. And YouTube seemed, at the time at least, like a good medium to do that. Not really anymore, but that's a conversation for another time. But
Oh no, I
YouTube
completely
seemed,
100% agree. YouTube is crapping all over itself. Like all the channels below 1,000 subscribers and under 4,000, and if they don't get 4,000 or 5,000 hours worth of views before 30 days is up, which I'm definitely not going to get. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of my friends are. Monetization is they're
it's in
not
the
going to let us
toilet.
monetize me. It's in the toilet.
Yeah, but YouTube, from the outside looking in, seems like a really cool place, like a medium or a platform where you can just entertain, and that always appealed to me because I always love performing. I
Yeah,
always love
YouTube.
entertaining and making people
Yeah,
laugh,
yeah.
and I feel
YouTube is a
like I
great.
can be
It's
really
a
creative with YouTube.
Yeah, it's a great stepping stone. YouTube is a great way to if you don't like make YouTube your career itself, YouTube is a great way to make it so that way you're it's just like a stepping stone or it helps you get towards your careers, you know? Because Kagi, not to plug his channel or talk about him or anything going off topic, but he's done voice acting specifically on his YouTube before, and now he's become like an actual voice actor who's voice dubbed in like real anime. Like my best girlfriend is a gal, or
Wow.
first girlfriend. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, and like it's where Justin Bieber funny thing is it's where Justin Bieber started.
Right. I remember
Um,
that now.
Next, next question. Originally, but before, and don't worry, I'll ask about this after this question. But it seems like you stick to sort of an ecchi slash 18 plus kind of style visual novel thing in your games. Um,
Right.
before, what did you? Okay, before, did you originally have a certain theme you wanted to go with on your videos? And if yes, what was the theme?
Um, I didn't really have a theme in particular. I kind of just played whatever piqued my curiosity because I played games like Black Ops 3. I played Dark Souls at one point. I played Far Cry 4. I played Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door
You
for
play
the
a lot of stuff.
GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I basically just played whatever piqued my interest. Um, no real specific theme. I didn't want to be like an action game guy or a RPG guy or a racing game guy or anything like that. I kind of just wanted to play video
Do
games.
things out of the ordinary or just do whatever came
Yeah,
towards you.
yeah. Because
I
it
can
was a
fully
motto
respect
that I
that.
came up with myself when
Yeah.
I made this channel. That motto is, I will never do anything that I absolutely don't want to do. And that's the
If you
motto I've been
yeah,
going with for a
if
long
you
time
don't
now.
yeah, if you don't feel comfortable doing something because like even though taking fan to request because it's what people want to see, even though that's a good way to do your YouTube channel, it's still your account. It's still your channel. You're still in charge of what you do. And if you don't want to do
Right.
something, you don't want to freaking do it. Like for me, from my perspective, I really didn't want to do Fortnite again. But after seeing how many views it got, and after seeing all my favorite YouTubers play it, and after looking at it, I'm like, well, you know what? Why don't I give it another shot? So I wanted to give it another shot. That's the same thing, you know? And I
Right.
understand, you know? If you don't want to do something, don't do it. Because for
Yeah,
me,
and
I
perfect.
don't plan on doing any Call of Duty videos anytime soon.
Yeah, a perfect example of that. Ever since I first played Five Nights in Anime in August of 2016, I believe,
Hello.
people have been requesting nonstop for me to play the original Five Nights at Freddy's, which is something I will absolutely not do.
Hello, my loyal subjects.
Not
It is
because
I,
I'm a pussy,
Pirate. Hold on.
not because I'm scared,
Hello, my
but
little subjects. It is I, Pyrohinton, and welcome back to Frick Me!
and it's not because I'm scared. I'm not pussing out. It's actually the opposite. People want me
Because
to
you're
play that game
frustrated.
because they want to see me get scared, or they want to see
Well,
me lose my shit doing 2020 mode or something like that.
20
And
minutes. You're gonna
and
freaking
that game,
die!
and I'm like, and I tell them I'm just like them. I've seen everyone play it. I know the rules. I know how the game works. There is nothing I could say or do
We
in
did
that game that would be
everything you
surprising.
said. I followed all the rules. Did you eat 105 black licorice jelly beans with a straw?
No, I did not.
Then you did not follow all the rules. Anyway.
All right, look.
Alright, so the second part
Oh
of the
Lord.
question really doesn't matter since you didn't have a theme. Second part of the question. You seem to have a theme towards visual novels and ecchi slash 18 plus video games now. uh,
Mhm.
two parts of this question. Do you think do you think you will really ever change your theme of gaming if people decide to get bored of it? And if so, what will that theme be? Or will you just start uploading randomly again?
Um, if people get bored of what I'm doing now, um, hmm. Well, the first part of the question, if things never change, or if people like what I do forever and they just want to see me play games with boobs, I will absolutely do it because I'm having some of the most fun. Yeah, if people just get bored of me one day and decide, or just bored of the games I'm playing and decide, we want to see you play something else. I think if I had a theme,
Would it be fighting
I don't know
games, if anything? Because you seem to have taken Because, like, off screen, you know, because I play with you all the time, you seem to have taken a liking to a lot of fighting games. Because, you know, there's, of course, Fighter Z. You've played a Xenoverse a couple times on your channel. And then, of course, you've done
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat in the future. And then you've got Marvel Infinite, which you're, in fact, buying an arcade stick for.
Right.
Are you going to stick with
I'd
fighting games or
probably,
something similar to them?
yeah, I'd probably start maining fighting games. No one misinterpret that. I will not join the FGC. I will not go pro. I'm not going to EVO.
No. We're not talking
but...
FGC. We're not talking FGC. But like, would you stick to playing fighting games?
Yeah,
like, I'm trying to get.
probably going to.
I'm trying to get good, but I'm not trying to go pro.
Right. I'm just. Yeah, I'd probably just go into fighting games because. Yeah, I've taken a real interest in fighting games recently. So I feel like it's something that I'd be comfortable recording. I might like stray and do other games like, I don't know, Call of Duty Shoot 'em Man if I get bored, or like League of Legends or something nerdy. But I think if everyone got bored, unless they gave me something to play,
VR chat.
I'd go over. God, no. I'd probably make the transition to fighting games.
Okay, well, like, would you try to get good at them?
Yeah, I try to get good. Like, make them enjoyable, because no one enjoys seeing someone get their ass beat unless they're screaming at the top of their lungs, and I don't have it in me to do that nonstop.
Oh, no, I'm trying to get champion levels of good, but I ain't trying to go pro. That's the thing.
Right.
Not right now, anyway. If I end
I'd
up
like to
being
be
able
above
to get,
average, but...
Yeah, if I end up being able to get that good, and then I'll probably try to go pro, but I ain't looking to join the FGC right now. We'll see in the future.
Yeah.
Alright. So, next question. And this is actually just
Yes.
out of curiosity. This isn't anything that has to do with about YouTube right now. Although we will start getting back to those themes of questions and all that. But
Bring it on.
my question for you is, hype games of 2018 that have not come out yet. What is your top? Let's see. What is your top 3 list?
Well, Fighters goes without saying. I'm so ready for Fighters.
What spot
My
is
God,
that?
I'm ready
What
for
is that
Fighters.
spot?
I think I'd put that at number 2.
Okay.
Number 3 is I really want to get my hands on the Seven Deadly Sins game that's going to be coming out.
Oh yes, God yes.
Yeah.
You know
that
it's gonna have like a
looks
fighting mode.
amazing.
You know it's gonna have like a fighting mode. We
Yeah.
could legit do like Meliodas versus Bond in fighting game style.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. And number 1 is probably Far Cry 5. I think that's
Of course.
I'm really ready for Far Cry 5 because
Did
Far
you
Cry
do a
4.
Far Cry? Did you do Far Cry
Yeah.
videos?
Yeah, I played Far Cry 4
Bart
about a year or
abandoned
so
me.
ago.
Bart is crapped out.
And Far Cry 4 is still my favorite AAA game, period. I love that game. I played it and completed it on 360. Bought the PS4 port and completed that too, 100% on both of them. I love that game to death. And when I heard about Far Cry 5, I literally shat myself. And it looks amazing. I can't wait for it.
Alright. Curiosity. What? And have you watched enough anime to like have a small list of favorites? Before I ask
yes.
you. Okay. What is your favorite anime?
Soul Eater.
Without saying.
Now,
Soul Eater?
Yeah, that might seem like an odd pick, but
No. I'm not saying
it's
it's an
mainly
odd pick.
just-
I ain't saying it's an odd pick. I understand.
yeah, but it's kind of a nostalgic thing. I'm a little nostalgic blind, but it's a great fucking show. It was the first anime that I straight off and discovered myself, because before that I was watching the typical shonen anime like Naruto, Dragon Ball, some of One Piece. I never watched the whole thing because there's a lot of it.
It's
but
impossible
Soul Eater
now.
it's impossible. I'd be watching it for the rest of my life. But Soul Eater was the first anime that I straight
I'll have
off
a freaking
discovered.
beard and gray pubic hair by the time we finish that.
But Soul Eater was the first anime that I discovered and watched completely through myself, and it blew my mind how awesome it was. I was like, oh my god, this is what anime is? I want more. Like the amount of hype I got from the show, and it was bloody, and it was funny, and I loved it.
And here is my question about like since we've got like Elma, so can we consider this like third-party anime, like anime that's not those like big action-packed oriented animes, like the stuff that's more on just there to be like an entertaining show rather than something action-packed. Um, Something like that's gone like really short, you know, as like 11 or 12 episodes, like something like Hyperdimension Neptunia and Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, like you know those kinds of shows.
Right. I really liked Monster
What?
Musume.
Yeah. What I want to
Uh,
ask is, what is your favorite anime, like I would consider like third party, kind of like the short ones, the short run ones that are kind of there to more, like it's got some action in it, and it's got some of that stuff in it, but it's mostly there to be more of an entertaining show.
right. I finished Kobayashi's Dragon Maid recently, and I really enjoyed that. But my favorite, I think I'd have to go with the aforementioned Monster Musume, because
Yeah.
that was the first ecchi harem I was ever introduced to.
Oh god.
And
Was that the one
and
you was watching earlier about the compilation?
no, that was a bunch of animes.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
even know like any of them, but
If I had to say
I
like one
thought
of
it
my
was
favorite
the
like
funniest thing.
yeah, if I had to say like my favorite like short run anime, it's not even third party, but like we'll just say short run anime series, you know.
Yeah.
This was really action packed, but it was also there kind of just to be an interesting sort of show as well. Hyperdimension Neptunia, without a doubt, really good show.
Huh. Haven't actually seen it.
You should. Anyway, um, so my question to you: if you had to own a Final Fantasy weapon, between Sephiroth's Masamune, Cloud's Buster Sword, and Squall's Gunblade, which one would it be and why?
Um, Final Fantasy isn't really my cup of tea. I only played like
But
one
you at least
ever
know
for
what those
like an hour.
But you know what those weapons are, right?
I know Cloud's Buster Sword. I know
The
Sephiroth's
really long
thing.
freaking katana, and Skull's got like the pistol with the blade on it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the pistol blade before.
No.
I probably have, but I just don't remember what it looks like. But it sounds badass, so I think I'd want one of those.
The Gunblade. It's like the big giant blade that has like the lion insignia on it, and it's got like the pistol's handle.
Oh, yeah, I definitely want one of those.
Uh, all right. Next question. Favorite porn star? No, I'm just kidding. Favorite
I mean, I
fighting
had
game
to.
character exclusive to... Favorite fighting game character exclusive to a fighting game. It's not from an anime.
I'd have to go with Zack from Dead or Alive, because I'm not sure if I told you this yet, but Dead or Alive is my absolute favorite fighting game of all time. I grew up with it, and
For
I
me, it
love
would
it,
either...
particularly Dead or
Yeah.
Alive 3
For me, it would either
for the
be...
original Xbox.
Yeah, for me, it would either be Ken Masters from Street Fighter or Jin Kazama from Tekken.
Uh,
All right, now we're gonna get back into the YouTube thing. Do you have anything like different, like, you know, because like some YouTubers they end up doing some big things later on in their YouTube career. Do you really have anything like planned for your YouTube career, or do you just really not care if you continue to grow bigger as long as you keep on with what you're doing and your fan base and all that stuff? Do you care if you want to try and see if you can extend your reach, or if you're not to grow bigger, do you want to stay the same? And if you do grow bigger, do you have any big plans for what you do?
I'm currently at 638 subscribers, I believe. 638 subscribers, I believe, and I could comfortably stay there for the rest of my YouTube career. Like, I'm having a blast doing what I'm doing. I would like to extend, or grow my audience, that would be great. Growing dangerously close to 1K, we might actually get there before summer at the rate we're growing, which I would actually piss all over myself.
And if you did, what would be like your big plan for your YouTube goal or your celebration?
What I tried to do for 500 subscribers was a 6-hour live stream, but due to technical difficulties, I wasn't able to do the whole thing. So I just ended up getting a bunch of my subscribers and sitting in a Discord server with them for 6 hours. But
Yeah.
I'd like to try that again because I plan for it to be amazing and just play a whole bunch of games. I plan to play Honey Pop and Five Nights at Anime and anything else anyone wanted me to play. But I would love to try and do one of those.
All the games that have been requested before, just play them at all, like every single requested game, one long sitting.
Yeah, it would be really sick
Or
if I could do
better
that.
yet, like if you hit like freaking 1 million one day, just play every single game you've ever played on the channel before. Go back, play Blacklight Retribution, play VVV, play Mortal Kombat, play basically every freaking game. Yeah,
I have to switch setups.
Dude, like a 12-hour live stream, like every freaking game you've ever played on that thing.
That would be pretty sick. Another thing I wanted to do, ever since I discovered it was a thing, was a 24-hour charity live stream. I didn't know that was a thing.
Stay up that long though.
Oh, absolutely. I could totally do that.
I would need like 20 Red Bulls to, like.
I need to do a little preparation. I need to have some food on demand.
I would need like 20 Red Bulls on standby to intentionally stay up at 24 hours. I have to commend you for that, my good friend.
I need to have a bunch of fans on my computer so it doesn't overheat and explode. I need to
have like freaking 20 buckets of Red Bull.
I need to put a padlock on my door to make sure my parents stay the F away from me for the whole day. While I do my thing, I have to soundproof my room so they don't hear me swear like a sailor.
Mom thought it would be a good idea to come tell me to stop cursing.
You ruined my live stream, Mom.
You ruined my live stream, Mom. I don't care. Get charity.
But for some reason, none of those worked out. Something else I was always super interested in was a Draw My Life. I always thought those were really cool, and I am actually getting a little bit better at drawing. I practice in my downtime, but
you do?
Yeah. But a Draw My Life is also something I'd really like to do because I always thought those were really interesting and cool.
If you weren't, but like, have you gone through a lot in life? Not questioning your life or anything, but like, have you gone through a lot in life to draw the Draw Your Life video?
Yeah. There's been a couple. There's been some ups and downs.
Okay.
I think I'd be able to make a decent Draw My Life video.
Same. Have you ever had like a close pet? Are they still here? And if not, what was their name, and what animal was it?
I never had a single pet, actually. Oh wait, no, I lied. When I was 4 years old, I think my mom bought me some fancy exotic fish. It was a little red fish. We called him Red. Yeah, we called him Red, and he died because I think I overfed him. And
he died happy.
Because I was a dumb kid and they didn't tell me when and when not to feed him. So I was like, hey, I'm bored. I'm going to go feed my fish. And then I'd feed him. And then I'd be like, and like an hour later, I'd be like, I want to go feed my fish again. Then I'd feed him again. And he'd eat it because he's a dumb fish and he doesn't know any better. And he'd just eat himself to death. And I was like, I want to go feed my fish. And he was floating at the top. And I was like, he's not eating. Mom was like, yeah, he's very dead.
Should have named him Gloves. And the funny thing is, like...
Shut up, I loved him.
Okay. He died happy.
Died with a smile on his fish face.
He died with a smile on his face. The bubble will always be in a smiley shape. The last bubble he left behind.
God, I haven't thought about him in years. Oh, Red. Oh, God. Oh, God. Nah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, technical errors. Technical errors. He died happy. Should have named him Glove for how much you just force fed the poor schmuck.
I was a dumb kid. They didn't tell me when to feed him.
Oh, you got that right, good sir. You got that right. Alright, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. um, what I have to ask, Pyro, whenever you do move, like, are you planning on getting another pet? And if so, are you more interested in a cat or a more, like, small domesticated dog?
If I were to get a pet, it would definitely be a cat. If I were to get a dog, it'd have to be something small that I don't feel like would take me to the ground and eat my face off.
Chihuahua. Oh wait, they won't eat your face off, like take you to a ground. They'll wait for you to sleep.
They won't take me to the ground. They'll jump on me and eat my face off.
they'll wait for you to sleep. They'll bite your neck.
Yeah, if it was a dog, it would be. If it was a dog, it would have to be something. Oh my God! If it was a dog, it would have to be something like small and fluffy that won't run around a bunch.
Poodle.
Yeah, like a mini poodle or something. But those are expensive.
What type of dog is Ari? Oh, what type of dog is Jeb's dog Ari?
Ari's a Yorkie. I think.
About like a Yorkie or a Bichon Frise.
Yeah, but that's why I like cats more, because cats are more chill. Cats are assholes, I hear, but...
Sometimes. But they can be very loving, especially Sphinx cats. You just have to make them comfortable. Learn how to play with them, you know? And you gotta get used to the scratching and clawing, that's the thing. Because they will eventually... They will... No, the thing is, they will eventually leave you with a scar, too. Me, I'm used to the pain that my cats have gone, because I've been scratched and clawed so many freaking times before. Because Harley, he has left me with scrapes and scars on my arm all the way up and down. But he's not meant any single harm. He's just played with me. He has shredded me out of just, like, trying to enjoy himself. But, like, the cat doesn't mean any harm. But, like, yeah, you gotta get used to it. It hurts like a motherfucker, but you gotta get used to it. You know? Here's a curious question. Favorite snack food?
That's That's a good one.
We just said that's a good one.
I like Starburst jelly beans. I could knock those back all day if I didn't have like a cavity in one of my molars, so I can't eat too much sweets or else it starts hurting. But
like I could knock cavity?
back. Probably not. I just haven't seen a dentist in like God knows how long.
Me either.
But yeah, I could knock those back like endlessly. I also love ranch flavored sunflower seeds. I could eat those too all day. Like just sit in my bed and just casually eat them.
All right. Well, favorite drink?
Root beer.
Favorite food?
Yeah, I think I'll go with root beer.
Favorite food?
Spaghetti.
And finally, favorite restaurant.
Favorite restaurant? You mean like as far as fast food, or like or like all of them, or like a sit-in kind of restaurant?
Favorite fast food and favorite whatever else.
All right, favorite fast food is definitely going to be Wendy's.
Okay.
Your favorite sit-in restaurant?
What item? For me, it's Baconator.
Either the Dave's, either the Dave's Double or the Baconator. The Dave's Double because it's like a traditional burger with your onions and your pickles and your fucking lettuce and shit, and that's my shit right there.
Favorite restaurant that's
not
fast food?
The Baconator because it's fucking Baconator. Like, come on.
Favorite fast food? I mean, not favorite fast food. Favorite restaurant that's not fast food?
Pretty much any Chinese slash Japanese buffet. Like, there's a few around my area, and I like all of them. There's one called Tintin.
Like
There's the
sushi
Tokyo
buffet.
Grill.
There's a
Um,
place. There's a place. It's called Dynasty Buffet. Have you ever heard of it?
I think so.
Dynasty Buffet as well as New York Hibachi. Those places have really good effing sushi.
Uh,
And they're in this state too. Maybe one day if I end up getting a car, I can take you to one of them.
huh.
Yeah, because they're in
That'd
the
be
same.
neat.
Yeah, they're in our state, so maybe if I end up getting a car, I can take you to one. Cool.
Hmm. Cool.
All right. Let's see. Favorite color.
Purple. Like a light purple, like a
Yeah.
lavender.
Yeah. And another thing is, can I ask, what is your favorite Dragon Ball game? Because other than Fighter Z, because I know you're probably gonna say that. And why is it your favorite Dragon Ball game?
Um, I actually didn't play a lot of Dragon Ball games until the first Xenoverse came along, and I didn't even play that one that much. The first Dragon Ball game that I like really played was Xenoverse 2, which probably would be at the top of the list if it wasn't so inconsistent.
And
But
broken.
yeah, but one that I did play before was the original Raging Blast on 360, and that game was stupid fun. That was a ton of fun. I know there's a Raging Blast 2, which you say is your favorite, but I never actually played that one.
Oh, you remembered.
But yeah, I think I'd have to either go with Raging Blast or Working Xenoverse 2.
Like, got it close to the mic. He's just like working Xenoverse 2. Remember, like Markiplier's
That's
video?
very
He's like,
important.
it's like Markiplier's video. He's like, "It's her lobby. Am I loud enough?" And then Jackson, I'm like, "Okay, it's her lobby." All right. So, let's see. So you know, like all the Marvel Infinite characters.
hmm
Favorite single character out of there and why?
Uh, hmm.
From Marvel
I think
Infinite.
I think I'd go with Chun-Li. I I like the way she feels. I know like most of the Street Fighter characters got dookied on in this game, but
Oh, especially Ryu.
yeah. But granted I haven't played Marvel for very much or for very long because I'm still on the pad and I'm waiting to get the stick before I try to get any better at it because I don't feel like I'll get any better at it with this dumb pad.
Oh, and by
But
the way, that pad challenge you issued earlier, frick you. I'll do one of those for a video if you really dare me. But you gotta come to my But yo, if you really want me to do that, you gotta get your people liking my videos, because ain't no way I'm doing that until one of my videos gets 5 likes. Because it's been a while since I broke that. 5 likes. If you want to see me do a Marvel video with a pad, alright? You can go from freaking Pyro's channel, I don't care. But I ain't doing another Marvel on pad challenge until one of my videos breaks 5 likes. Because it's been a while since I broke a video with 5 likes. Heck, it's been a while since I broke a video with 3, I'm pretty sure.
drop a like, guys. Drop a like now. I want to see that, Loki.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want, get your audience over here. Tell them to like this freaking interview up. Because I ain't doing that Marvel with pad video until this video gets 5 likes. Unless this video gets 5 likes. If this video doesn't smash 5 likes by, let's say, Wednesday, I'm not doing it. Because frick that.
I might have to make
fair
myself
to
a
you?
little 30-second video here.
I'll do it if you could get the 5 likes by Wednesday. But if it doesn't break 5 likes by Wednesday, frick off. I ain't doing it unless this thing gets 5 likes before or by Wednesday, okay?
All right, I will take you up on that.
Alright. Now, here's the thing. And I know you've been recently looking into these. If you didn't buy a Quadma Dragon, what stick would you buy out of the following list, and why would you buy it? A Mad Catz TE2, which are surprisingly still on Amazon. I would have figured these things would be gone since Mad Catz is RIP. A a quad. Wait, other than the Quad Dragon, would it be a Mad Catz TE2, a Razor Pantera, or the what was it? The Konami Combat Stick or whatever? I'm pretty sure it was one of those, or one of the Konami sticks, which is another fight stick. And why?
I think I'd go with the Razor because since the
Razor
Mad Catz
Pantera?
are yeah, since Mad Catz are discontinued or whatever the situation is there, I imagine if it breaks, getting replacement parts for it or whatever would probably not be very easy.
You can just replace it with solder buttons.
Oh.
Yeah, there's places where you could legit buy arcade parts.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't think that. People literally build arcade cabinets these days, but
Oh yeah, my dad's building arcade cabinets. Heck, we have bags full of buttons. We're going to be building a Tekken machine soon.
oh, I know. I don't know. I haven't really done as much research as I should have on finding a stick yet, so this is a little wonky for me. But I think I'd go with the
Razor.
Razor.
Because it sounds
Yeah.
like it's going to be probably closest to the Mad Catz.
Yeah, and I hear the Konamis aren't that great.
A lot of them, but you know, there's a few of them, as well as like a Namco stick. Those are good. Those are good if you look at YouTubers like Eris. But one other thing, if you were to choose on because you know there's regular default controller, which is pad, but then there's fight pads. You know, you've seen those.
I don't
Right?
think I have.
No, it's legit like the controller, like you're holding a controller, but it's got like the layout, the 6-button layout of an arcade stick. Yeah, you've seen those, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, there's pad, there's fight pad, there's fight stick. If you had to choose between one of those three for Street Fighter, what would it be?
I think I'd go with the fight pad. It seems like because with sticks you have to take into account things like weight and what you'd sit it on. If you sit it on your legs for too long, it'll like I don't know if if they let off any heat, but it
They
would heat
don't.
up your
They
legs.
don't. They don't. I'm a stick player
Oh, well, I imagine they'd get heavy and
for a
they'd
few games.
weigh down on your legs, and that'd probably get annoying after a while. Then my setup isn't really the best for that, so holding a pad or a fight pad it would be
No, there's
more
ways to like
convenient.
sit cross-legged and set it on the floor. You can set it on your bed with like sitting cross-legged. There's a lot of ways you can set it still. So you have to make sure it's sat still and you can comfortably play it.
Yeah. Because if I like set it on my lap, my leg shakes. I like shake my leg when I'm tense or nervous or just when I'm chilling. So that might throw me off.
If you don't, I mean, the stick might hold your leg a little bit still. Like, does the leg shake hard or is it like a slight shake?
It can get. It kind of depends, but it can get pretty crazy down there.
Well, the stick
if I'm
might hold it
distracted.
still. The stick might hold it still if you're on your lap. Or if you just sit cross-legged on your bed and then lay the stick down or something.
Right.
Back to the questions and topic at hand. One last question before I try to wrap it up, with like a small little thing. But, people you've collabed with. Me and other friends. Like, the people you've collabed with me, and I'm not trying to sound like an egotistical motherfucker or anything, but like with me and a bunch of other friends you've collabed with, do you find the collaborations fun? And would you do more collaborations? And if so, what do you think the collaboration should be on? And with who?
See, me and collabs they're a bit tricky because the type of games I play are very difficult to collaborate with unless I like share my screen or something. So I don't
Unless it's like
collab
an
too
online game
often.
like Xenoverse.
Yeah, I could like stray from the beaten path and do collabs with like playing Xenoverse or MK or whatever it is I'm playing, and I'll do those and I'll have a great time with them. And whenever I do collab, I'm always having fun. But this it's just a strange thing with me and collabs slash co-commentaries in general because for some reason I feel like everyone knows my style of humor at this point. I'm very satirical and sarcastic and negative and yelly and sweary. But when I'm collabing, I'd feel bad if I was yelling and swearing at someone who's physically there, and I don't want them to like get mad at me because they don't know I'm joking. So I kind of put a cap on that, and I feel like it kind of takes away from the video itself. That's kind of why I don't collab very often because I just don't want to
Swear at me, just
pretend to
don't
blow
be
up on.
like actually meaning it.
Yeah. I know how to like make it so that I'm not an asshole, but um, I just don't want to like accidentally offend somebody who isn't prepared for me to fucking lay into them, quote unquote, lay into them.
As I said, I don't
So that's
take
kind of
anything
why
to heart. Not even like. As I said, I don't really take anything said to me really to heart. Not even really things you would say that I would like people would deem quote unquote racist toward me. Why? Because I don't give a frick. Because words can't kill me.
right. That's kind of why I don't try to stay away from collabs. It's just that I don't do
You don't know
collabs
how to do
unless
them.
someone asks me to.
Basically, you
Yeah,
don't really know how to do them. Basically, yeah. But if you
yeah.
were to ask someone to collab, like you've collabed with in the past, or you would collab with, who would it be and why? Like out
Uh-huh.
of comfort zone or anything you really want to consider.
Like, do you mean like if I could ask one person to collab with, who would they be? Or
Like anyone you've collabed with in the past, uh, or it would like want to collab with again in the future, or would still be doing collabs in the future, stuff like that. Um, like who would it be, and like comfort zone or entertainment value, and why would you do it with them?
um, well, there's always you, who I talk to like literally every day. So us collabing is like almost second nature at this point.
It's
There's my buddy
practically
Rage.
starting.
This,
Yeah, it's practically
yeah,
starting to you're basically on my channel and I'm on yours like 24/7.
yeah. There's also my buddy Rage the Saiyan. Been a friend of mine for over a year now, so collabing with him is second nature as well. Um, I also like to collaborate with Game Maker more because he's a really funny guy. He's really, yeah. I like to collaborate with him more. He's just a very talented gamer in general. He's very consistent in just about every game he plays. Dude's a fucking beast. But um, yeah, I think I'm comfortable with that just due to entertainment value and who I'm comfortable with in general.
All right. Um, and so here's the wrap up. The wrap up is I want you to give me one question as well as one statement and like be honest and mean what you say as well as ask something like out of pure curiosity alone. It
All
could be
right.
about me, it could be about a game, it could be about anything.
Um,
It can even be about what do I think of you or like do you have I don't know blue nipples something like that or does your friend do this does your friend do that.
um, okay. Um, who is a really close friend from your childhood that you haven't talked to in years that you would like to talk to or see again if you have any?
Definitely there's actually two of them. My cousins Parker and Tyler. We used to hang out with them all the time. In fact, like back in like 2000 2011 or like 2012, back at the old house, like when I was really little, back when I was playing my PS2. This is before I even had my PS3. And I still have my PS2, and I still did my camcorder because I still have my bunk bed. And we used to play Guitar Hero all the time. For me, like, we were still filming videos and looking at them, but we never uploaded them, even though I had my account, you know? But,
Mm-hmm.
I remember we would film all the freaking time, and we would just be happy with what we did. If I could see them, that'd be real great.
Hmm. Oh God. Excuse me.
So, yeah. In one statement,
um.
I don't
All
think
right.
it's just like an opinion or anything. Like, just give me like a statement, not about, not, it doesn't have to be about me specifically. Be about anything, really. Just give a statement. It can be a rant if you want.
Um. All right. Uh. Let's see. Let's just get some verbal barf going here. Um. I'm. I find myself very content in what I do on the internet. This internet persona that I've created for myself, because I feel like I can express myself freely, because I've never actually said any of this on tape before, but Pyrohinton is not just an alias. It's more of a character. The person you see on camera, that is me. That's certainly me, but it's like me times 100. Because if I acted the way I did on camera in public, I'd probably be in jail or shot somewhere. But uh,
Are
the
you
person
trying to
you see
imply
on
like you're an
camera,
uninteresting person?
not that I'm an uninteresting person. I'm just very
I'm kidding.
introversive, and
I'm
I
kidding.
don't come out of my I, I don't come out of my shell very often. And I feel like YouTube is a place where I can do that. And the fact
Freely.
that people, yeah, and the fact that people find that entertaining and they stick by that and they support that is a really great feeling, because I wasn't always introverted. I actually did speak my mind, and I was very impulsive when I was younger. And people would say I was weird, and I was stupid, and I was a spaz, and things like that. And that caused me to become very sheltered. And that's why whenever I'm on the street or at school just walking around, I have my headphones in, completely detached from reality. Literally, a burglar could run past me with a bloody knife, and I would have no idea. I am completely detached from reality whenever I'm outside.
Hey, look,
So,
when we meet, because I know we're gonna meet, I plan on meeting you, bro. Like, as a
yeah, for
friend.
sure.
As a friend. Not really like a fan or like, hey, would it be funny if we did this? No, like, as a friend. But when we meet, don't be afraid to, like, say or do something stupid. Because I'll legit say it right now. Outside of my YouTube, like, persona, because I don't think I've like established that I'm different kind of outside as well. Like on YouTube, I do some stuff. I say commentary. I try to stay professional, even though I'm really not really professional, really like at all. I am annoying as frick in real life, but it's like a good type of annoying. It's a funny, hilarious type of annoying that you would want to be around. Something like ADD,
Right. I
but
feel
like
that.
yeah,
But
like when
yeah.
we meet,
To,
don't be afraid of me, dude. Like it's legit. It's legit. Like it's a friendship. I think you can establish.
all right. I appreciate that. And to anyone, any subscribers, any loyal subjects out there who might be watching, thank you for giving me the opportunity to express myself freely. And thank you for supporting me through my weird, etchy adventures. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. You are all amazing, and I love all your faces.
Bless your face. If you sneeze during this video, bless you. You just turned into Buskus right there. But anyway, yeah, and to anybody who's a D-Man2 Crow member who doesn't know who Pyro is for some reason, um, Pyro will be in my YouTube friends list hopefully by the time this video is out, if not soon. But if you really, really want to go support him, guys, his channel, of course, his thing will be in the end card. And to anyone who hasn't seen Pyro, go check him out. Seriously. Like, even though he's a huge pervert on his persona, not really, but like, even though he plays like a lot of M-rated games, I would say 18 plus stuff. He's done some hilarious stuff in the past as well. He continues to do hilarious things now. And if you really want to support him, I would suggest go checking him out. Like, he's actually not really that bad to watch. He's pretty cool, to be honest. And he's probably one of the most interesting YouTubers and friends I've came across. And I've established this, but I've met some pretty good people. You know, there's of course Alex Mickey Gameplay, who I collab with all the time, and he's like my closest YouTube friend. I know this dude would never turn his back on me, because Alex has done so much for me in the past. And then, of course, there's people like Zyphos Frasnor, and there's a lot of others. You know, there's been a lot of people I've met in the past. But Pyro is, of course, one of those other exceptions where he's a little bit more than just a YouTube friend, you know? Pyro is one of those people where it's been a while since I've met one of these guys, but he's a pretty good, you know, pretty cool person, to be honest. And I like the work he does, honestly. It's hilarious. This dude is freaking hilarious. It's legit Gabriel Iglesias without being Mexican.
No, no, Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah.
It's legit Gabriel Iglesias without being fat or Mexican. He's the
literally
skinny...
the opposite of all those things.
He's the skinny, black, not bearded version of Gabriel Iglesias. I gotta stop doing that before I sound racist as frick. But like, anyway, guys, if you really want to check him out, link to his channel on the end card. Pyro, let's hear the outro. I think we need a proper outro from this, considering this is really your spotlight.
All right. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Related videos and plays will be up during the end card as usual. Oh, wait. I can't say my social media because it's not my social media. There'll be things in the description below, so be sure to check them out. And remember to stay bold, stay beautiful, and most importantly, stay etchy. And we will see you next time. And peace.
Ciao, all my crew members, and peace.